Had some news drop today, so I guess we'll start with two big stories, I guess, dropped today. The first is the punk rock band, I guess is what you would call them. It's what I'd call them, kind of. Sleater Kinney, I believe is how you pronounce their name. I'm not too familiar with them, but I know they've been kind of rebelling for, I think, since the 90s. They've been around for quite a while. They're a pretty entertaining band there at Riot Fest a couple years ago, and I caught their set, and they're awesome, and I love seeing women rocking out like that, especially when they're so passionate about what they do and what they represent and everything like that. But it was announced today that Janet Weiss is leaving the group after like 24 years or something like that. And I got a statement from her that I'll read first. I guess it says, "Letter to the fans. After intense deliberation and with heavy sadness, I have decided to leave Sleater Kinney. The band is heading in a new direction, and it is time for me to move on. I will never forget the heights we reached or the magnificent times Corin, Carey, and I shared. We were a force of nature. To the dearest SK fans, you're the raddest fans in the universe, and I love you. Experiencing the music together has been the honor of a lifetime. Thank you for sustaining me the past 24 years and for proving without a doubt that love and connection are what saves us." So, doesn't sound like she's leaving on bad terms. Seems like she just kind of wants to go on to something else. So, mad respect there, especially when you talk about all they've accomplished as a band. She wants to move on to something else. Yeah, go for it. Plus, this does leave the door open for reunion, seeing as though they're not leaving on bad terms. At least it doesn't appear as though. And if they were, this is the good way to do it in the eye of the public, is at least make it look like you're not. Statement from the band goes as such: "We are saddened by Janet's decision to leave Sleater Kinney. It has been an incredible privilege to work with such a talented musician and drummer over the course of so many albums, including The Center Won't Hold. We thank her for joining us on this journey many years ago. We will always cherish our friendship and our time together. We wish Janet all the best as she starts a new chapter in her life. We are so excited for everyone to hear the record and see you on the road this fall and beyond. Love, Sleater Kinney." So it doesn't look like it's going to affect their tour plans at all. I'm not sure if they've tapped a new drummer yet. Not that I've read. Probably should have looked that up before I started recording. But if you've watched any of my content, you know that I'm rarely prepared. But yeah, the news is she's leaving the band, but also this isn't going to affect their tour at all. I mean, it will because she won't be there, but as far as dates and things like that, they're still happening, and I think it's cool to see. And like I said, even if there was some behind the scenes dirt that we don't know about, and there's no indication that there was, I'm just merely bullshitting at this point. It's cool that it at least doesn't appear that way, and hopefully there wasn't. Hopefully this was just a total mutual agreement. Just, hey, look, I'm done, and voila, over with, done, cool. And like I said, in a couple years or 10 years, however long, they can reunite and make a shit ton of money on a reunion tour. So there's always that. And yeah, kudos to Janet Weiss. Weiss, I think is how you say her name. Sorry about that. But yeah, on to bigger and better things. And she carries the name Sleater Kinney. People are going to know her from that. They were a pretty successful band. They were a staple at all these punk rock festivals. I know I only heard of them because they played Riot Fest, and they were fucking awesome. So they left an impression, and they got fans all over the world, and they're just a bunch of badasses together, so you know that they're badasses alone too. And yeah, it'll be cool to see what kind of energy she brings for her solo shows, whether it's going to be similar. I'm assuming it has to be, or maybe she'll try a different tone. Who knows? She didn't mention that that's part of the reason why she's leaving, is just they're going in a different direction. She wants to do something else. Yeah, cool on her. That's pretty much all I have to say about that. The other